Hello everyone. Today we are going to study prokaryotes and eukaryotes. I am Dr. Sharad Deshmukh from SH Jaiswal College, Arjani More. So let us start about the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So first, initially we will see some important aspects. The microorganisms which cannot be seen by the naked eye, that we refer them as a microorganism. These are heterogeneous group of the several distinct classes of living beings, and these are classified originally under the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Initially the living organisms were classified only under these two kingdoms. That's why initially they were kept under the plant and animal kingdom. But the scientist E.H. Haeckel in 1866 suggested the third kingdom, Protista, for those which are neither plants or nor animals, because these microorganisms which were discovered were neither plants and nor the animals. For that purpose, the German zoologist, the E.H. Haeckel, suggested the third kingdom, that is Protista. This protist includes bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, mold, yeast, all these microorganisms. Now these organisms also include the virus, but viruses are not included in the protist. This is because viruses are not the cellular organism. As such, viruses are also the microscopic one. As such, they are ultra microscopic. But these cannot be included in this group because they lack the cellular structures, and these are not the cellular organisms. That's why they have been not included in this group, that is the protist. The kingdom Protista is divided into the two groups. The first is the prokaryotes and second is the eukaryotes. It is depending on the nucleus. The karyotes means nucleus, pro means false, so they are not having the true nucleus. And second group is the eukaryotes. U means true, and karyotes already told you that is the nucleus, they carry the true nucleus. So the prokaryotic cells are found in bacteria and blue-green algae. Only in these two they are found. The blue-green algae is now presently known as the cyanobacteria. That means the prokaryotic cells are seen in bacteria and the cyanobacteria, while the eukaryotic cells are found in the algae, fungi, slime, molds, protozoa, and higher plants and animals. Why here we have mentioned higher plants and animal? I have mentioned here that is the eukaryotic cells which are found in all these groups. So bacteria are referred as the lower protist, while the algae, fungi, protozoa are called as the higher protist. Now we will see the various characteristics and the differences between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. As far as the difference is concerned, the most important aspect is the nucleus. On that basis, they have basically divided into the two groups, that is the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic one. As far as the nucleus is concerned, in prokaryote it is not bounded with the nuclear membrane, while in the eukaryotic cell it is bounded with the nuclear membrane. This is the major difference in the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. That's why the genome is free in case of the prokaryotics, not bounded by the membrane, while it is bounded by the nuclear membrane in case of the eukaryotic cell. Then as far as the nucleus is concerned, we will see the other characters. The nucleolus, it is absent in prokaryotes, present in the eukaryotes. Now the number of chromosome, that is only one circular piece of DNA, that is only one chromosome is there in case of the prokaryotic cell, but there are more than one chromosome in eukaryotic cell. The DNA protein, it is absent in the prokaryote and present in the eukaryote. So this DNA is the histone. So DNA of the eukaryotic cell is always associated with the histone, but it is not seen in case of the prokaryotic cell. The mitotic division for the nucleus, it is absent in case of the prokaryote. There is no mitotic division. In eukaryotic cell there is a mitotic division. These are the differences related main regarding to the differences in the nucleus. The next one is the cytoplasm. As far as the cytoplasm is concerned, we'll see about what are the different organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. So cytoplasmic streaming, then pinocytosis, mitochondria, lysosome and Golgi apparatus, as well as the endoplasmic reticulum, all these are absent in the prokaryotes, while these all are present in the eukaryotes. What I have told: cytoplasmic streaming, pinocytosis, mitochondria, lysosome, Golgi apparatus and endoplasmic reticulum, these all are absent in prokaryotes while present in the eukaryotes. Then we come to the ribosome. The ribosome are present in both, but the difference is the prokaryotic ribosome is 70S and it is present in cytoplasm, while the eukaryotic ribosome is 80S type and it is associated with the endoplasmic reticulum. 70S, that is the sedimentation coefficient, is the 70. In this case, the eukaryote, that is sedimentation coefficient, is the 80S, and their association is in eukaryotic always with the endoplasmic reticulum. Here they are may be found freely in the cytoplasm. Then one more structure important is the mesosome, which is found only in the prokaryotic cell, that is present in the prokaryote, while the structure, that is mesosome, is not present in the eukaryotes. Then another one is the chloroplast. It is absent in prokaryotes and it may be present in the eukaryotic organism. Why we have mentioned maybe? Because it is not present in all the eukaryotes, but some eukaryotes may present the chloroplast. Coming to the next aspect, that is the related to the cytoplasmic membrane, the chemical nature. The sterols. These sterols are absent in the prokaryotes except the organism, that is mycoplasma, which carry the sterols in their cytoplasmic membrane, while it is present in the eukaryotic cell. As such, it is absent in the prokaryotic cell. As far as the cell wall is concerned, the main composition of the cell wall, that is a peptidoglycan, and it is also referred as a murin or mucopeptide. It is the most complex structure which is present in the prokaryotic cell, that is the peptidoglycan. And this peptidoglycan is absent in the eukaryotes. Most of the eukaryotic cells are do not possess the cell wall, but those cells, particularly the plant cells, possess the cell wall. It is very simple structure like the cellulose. Then as far as the locomotory organelle is concerned, the basic organ is the flagella and it is very simple fibril in case of the prokaryotic cell. But in case of the eukaryotes, when it is present, flagella, it is the multifibrils, that is 2 central and 9 peripheral microtubules are present. And in case of the prokaryote, it resembles only single microtubules of the eukaryote, very simple structure. In some cases, that is the second organ is the pseudopodia. It is absent in the prokaryotes, but some eukaryotic organisms it is present, that is the pseudopodia. The best example that is the amoeba, where the pseudopodia are present. There are the various groups where that found. Will mention the lastly about this one. Before that, we will see the other differences. As far as the respiration is concerned, the respiratory electron transport chain is located in the cytoplasmic membrane, while in case of the eukaryotes, it is present in the mitochondria. As we know that we have mentioned earlier, the mitochondria are absent in the prokaryotic organism. So this electron transport chain, mainly in the aerobic bacteria, it is associated with the cell membrane. Here it is always associated with the mitochondria in eukaryotes. The next concept is the photosynthesis. In case of some bacteria which are photosynthetic, the organ which occur is the chromatophores, and some other organism, that is blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, the organ of the photosynthesis is the thylakoids. While in case of the eukaryotic cell, it is a much more complex structure, that is the chloroplast. As far as the protein synthesis is concerned, the basic protein synthesis is the uniform mechanism in all the living cell, but the difference in the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell is particularly in the prokaryotic cell, the starting amino acid is N-formylmethionine, while in case of the eukaryotes, it is starting amino acid is the methionine only. You can see the difference. It is N-formylmethionine, here it is the methionine. So this is the only small difference, but basic synthesis of the protein is the similar in all the living cell. Then related to the sexual reproduction, it is very rare in case of the prokaryotes, while it is the most common feature in the eukaryotic cells. And for that purpose, there is the no meiosis in case of the prokaryotic cell, but there is a meiosis which occur in the eukaryotic cell, which is not seen in case of the prokaryotic cell. So we have seen that the mitosis and meiosis, these phenomena are not in the prokaryotes, which are seen in case of the eukaryotes. Now we'll come to the last one, that is the groups where these types of the cells are found. The prokaryotic cells are found in the bacteria and blue-green algae, while the eukaryotic cells are in algae, fungi, protozoa, plants and animal cells. So these are the all differences related to the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. That's how we have mentioned their features, the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Now we'll stop here and we'll see the remaining part in the next lecture. Thank you.